wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, depending upon where you're at, right? Could be different for everybody. Seeing the market come down here, it looks like there's some good selling, but really haven't been able to break this kind of value area low or the Globex low from last night. So that's kind of what we're waiting on here, if they're able to take it. If you guys didn't hear, Nancy Pelosi has COVID. Morning, Trin. So that could be, pretty scary for her. And just looking for my pen. Okay, so we can see pretty much we're still inside yesterday's range, right? We have excess here, excess here. We're inside yesterday's range, right? Value area high, value area low, but really we're inside. So until we start seeing some range outside of yesterday's area, we can just kind of expect the market to balance. Right? The Fed minutes came out yesterday and there was a lot of, talks going on with their some bearish news, some bullish news, right? It was kind of back and forth, really it didn't really give anything, that concrete. They were just saying, okay, we're gonna raise rates 50 basis points in March, and everyone is kind of just not believing it, right? They're kind of like, all right, we'll see it when it happens. What's up, Double R? Um, and so that's kind of what the market is digesting, and we kind of saw a bit of nothing yesterday, right? So here's the Fed move right here, the 77. The open was, where's the open? The open was here, and then the market really just kind of hung out all day, broke the low, and then big J period took the high, and then M and L and M took the high as J period took that low. And we ended up finishing pretty much right where we started, right? Here's the here's the open, and here's the settle, right? So you can see they're just a couple of ticks apart. So really, not really much change to yesterday. So as we start to get towards these edges, that's when you know, really want to pay attention. Is it going to break out and go, or is it just going to fizzle and get back in? And so far, we've had a little bit of breaking down this morning, as you can see. Uh, it looks to be that these responsive buyers are stepping up now, and they were trying to step up earlier. And in reality, I think if we get above the settle, that will probably end up taking this high. Um, I watched the settle get sold like 4 times in a row today. It was just like boom, 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 and then boom, finally took the low. Um, and then even this one came right back up to the last, pretty much this D high, and then just sold off, right? You see it's just a tick below and then kind of sold off. So really mechanical today. And I think that most of the selling right here is just, pretty much based off a very mechanical reference, which is the settle. And I think above the settle, I know in the report I said I'd like to see them get that 200. Well, they were able to peak above it early and then kind of sold off. And this is where sellers got active. So I'd like to see us get above the settle with a little bit of volume, attack that 200, and then I think that 44.99 just seems like the spot to go to. Uh, Caesar, what's up, my man? Another thing too. So I know we talk about overnight inventory and looking for the correction. Today we have a kind of an interesting profile overnight. Our settle is here, right? I would say it's fairly balanced, right? And the reason I would say it's fairly balanced, even though we definitely spent more time below, is because of the volume, right? Most of this volume is pretty much right on the settle. So I think it was fairly balanced overnight, long and short. And you can kind of see the open here. We auctioned straight up to that point of control. There was a little bit of a bounce, the settle and the point of control, basically that same spot, a little pop, and then we had that drop after B period opened, took the high, and then came down. overall in the market here, this thing loads. I don't know what its deal is right now. Pissing me off. We can see the breadth, -3 to 1, -3 to 1 on the Nasdaq as well. Information technology, healthcare, and consumer staples really holding us up for now, right? Our big names like Costco, Coca-Cola, Lilly, AbbVie, Pfizer, Procter Gamble's up another almost 1%. Walmart, Johnson and Johnson, UNH, and then Microsoft. Microsoft actually looks really weak, which is surprising that it's up today. Uh, but the market's really not getting a, oh, there we go. So we're not getting a ton of selling. And this morning, you could see how unmatched it was. Uh, as far as, so this top line is the market unweighted, and these bars are weighted. And so we can see this morning there was buying in the market, and then there was selling in the market. And if I zoom in here, um, we can see a little bit better. There was a bit of a divergence this morning with hello. Okay. Um, the draw. Um, so here's that buying, and then you can kind of see the buying weighted wasn't as, or the selling weighted wasn't as strong early on as the selling in the overall market was, right? And then it finally caught up when we started to see Apple turn over. Tesla was up like 2%. Now it's down a little bit over 0.5%. So that was definitely an interesting turnover. But like I said, I don't think the selling was as strong at the lows as it was off of that settle. That's really where they've been kind of selling off of. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, thank you for tuning in. Go to our YouTube and I will post the Discord link so you guys can join our Discord of like-minded people that want to learn how to trade their time for value and get back control of their life. Right? Stop working for the man. Bitcoin has been developing lower value as well here. On here. What's the data on my computer today? Here. Trading view is pretty slow sometimes. But I don't know if you guys heard. Oh my gosh, just struggling with life today. I don't know if you guys heard. Um, what's this all about? I have one right now. I don't know if you guys heard. In Canada, I am hearing that they are not letting foreigners buy any property to try to curb the housing market prices just keep going up. Morning, Dan. So that's kind of interesting. Something I thought that was kind of interesting just because it seems like, you know, that shouldn't even be possible, to be honest. You know what I mean? It seems kind of insane. Oh, you can't buy a house, sorry. I mean, I guess if you're a foreigner and you're not from the country, You got to get your citizenship first before you can just buy a house, and it makes sense because you've got a lot of people from other countries just coming and buying land all over. I know Hawaii uh, is like that. There's a lot of people that are not from the U.S. buying houses all over there. I heard today that it was no foreigners are allowed to buy houses. Yeah, I mean they'll probably just put their. I mean they'll just do what everybody does, right? Put their shit in their kids' names. Luis, what's up, bro? Doing good? You ready for that fight this weekend? Nice. There's some good fights. There's some boxing on this weekend too. I don't know if you watch boxing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. There's some good fights on this weekend. My buddy's actually at the he went to the presser yesterday and got to meet like a couple of the fighters. Pretty cool. One of the guys that was in the army with me. Yeah. In Mexico only citizens can own land. Yeah. Makes sense. It's just like the reason that they're doing it is the key here. So like their housing rates, I mean they raised mortgage rates, so we can look at the mortgage rates here. Um the fixed, see it broke out of our above our trend line yesterday and then it's almost up to it. So it's 4.68. They haven't raised that at all yet. But um because this mortgage rate keeps going up, if housing prices keep going up, so if you're having to borrow more money, right? Because they said the average house cost, what do we say? It was like 400,000, right? Something like that. It's like 400 and something like this. Um, and you were getting these low rates during COVID. These three. I even qualified under 2.8 one time. Um, during COVID, and if if they're going up and housing prices are not coming down, right? Because a lot of people complain about mortgage rate. Mortgage rates don't really matter unless they start correlating with housing prices, and so you're going to have to start paying a bigger interest on the same amount of money. People aren't going to be buying houses, and that's their kind of goal here. But then what that was kind of their goal originally, and then what happened, people kept buying houses because people didn't care. They're like, oh, I just want to own everything. You had all these investors coming in from different countries. I mean, look at BlackRock, right? They bought like everything that they can. And so you have all these investors coming in from all over the world trying to buy everything up, and that's why they're having to do that. That's just in Canada. Um, so I don't really know much about what's going on in their economies. VIX just popped. Fuck. Is my screen frozen? The fuck? Oh my god. But it's still ticking right here. Close this up. I don't know why it's so laggy today. Right, huh? Weird though, I normally don't have any issues on this I've switched to Sierra. It could be. Maybe today like the internet's lagging or something. What? Where's the price at? 51? Yeah, I just have to close some other pages or something. Trying to see what I have running in the background. Oil's nosediving. I can't see anything. It's so annoying. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna close everything and then it's my internet. So not even anybody home. Full speed. Not where I live. I live in like farm country, so like we don't have fiber. I wish. Jared, my buddy Jared has fiber, I think. His like ping is like pretty much see if it'll download here. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to pay to like get a dig out and just have them like dig fiber to your house. That's probably what I'll end up doing in Pennsylvania. What's that? Oh shit. Hmm. It's pretty dope. I have no idea what is going. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Apart from the digs. My take profit should have been hit. Because we came down below 54, right? That should be okay. That should be good then. We'll never find out, apparently. So I don't even have a lot of stuff open, like nothing different. It's just so annoying. I have gotta be. You're on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. Sorry, little technical difficulties. What I could. Yeah, but I normally don't have any issues. I think it's just the internet. Uh, Thoughts on BTI? I'll take a second one. Let's see if it can load some. You know what? I bet you I know what it was. Is because Streamlabs had to update right when I opened it. I bet it was Streamlabs. I all in. I wasn't having any. I started that. But it should be able to like catch up. That's the thing, because my internet is fast as fuck. Should be able to catch up. I just need. But if not, I'm gonna have to restart my computer real quick because this is just. U.S. Senate votes to ban Russian energy imports. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to restart my computer. I'll be back.